We don't move much from where we were. We are still in Rome. This time is the chamber of the we're in the chamber of the deputies. So another of probably the biggest institution, public institution we have in Italy. And I would like to introduce Mr. Carlo Simonelli, which is going to talk about the CMDBuild, the ITIL, and the Prince 2 in the chamber of the deputies. Before letting him speak, I would really like to thank him. Also because the previous edition of the CMDBuild Day, the one that we had in 2014, he has been so nice that he hosted us at the Chamber of the Deputies. So we had our conference, our CMDBuild there 2 years ago, and it was just an amazing experience in a really great location. So we were extremely proud to be there and to have him today here for this CMDBuild Day. Carlo, I would just leave you the floor here and ask you to stay in the schedule as much as you can, so we can really have time for everyone here today.
Yes, can you all hear me? I will try.
Yeah, very well. We can hear very well. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for hosting me, and I'll try to be on schedule. I'm Carlo Simonelli, as you told, and I'm the head of office of IT systems, networks, and PCs of the Chamber of Deputies. And this is my presentation, and I will talk about the CMDBuild, ITIL, and Prince 2 in the Chamber of Deputies. The biannual CMDBuild Day is an event that I'm very fond of. Up to now, I have participated in all of them, often in video conference. In 2010, I described from Rome the ITIL steps we were doing thanks to CMDBuild. In 2012, I talked about our service catalog, also from Rome. CMDBuild Day 2014, as you told, was hosted by the Camera dei Deputati in Rome. I did not need the video conference, and I had the pleasure of describing in person the use of CMDBuild in the Chamber of Deputies IT department. This year, I'm back video conferencing, and for CMDBuild Day 2016, I would like to illustrate the standards and the models we apply in order to use CMDBuild and to deliver quality information technology services to our users. This is the list of the topics, 3 topics. They are IT management and ISO 9001. Sorry. Next step. Oh, next slide. 3 topics. IT management and ISO 9001, IT management and ITIL, CMDBuild ready to use, and Prince 2. First topic. The first topic, IT management and the ISO 9001. As you know, ISO 9001 is the international standard for quality requirements. Okay. Our IT services and in Chamber of Deputies. We, in the IT department of the Chamber of Deputies, provide IT services to 3 classes of users. First of all, to the deputies. To 630 deputies, we deliver many IT services. Among them, there is, for example, the electronic voting in the plenary hall of the chamber. Italian citizens are also our users. We ensure the flow of information that goes to the nation from the parliament, for example, through the website www.camera.it, and open data and open linked data, CALs in XML format, in order to keep the public informed about parliamentary work and to achieve democratic transparency. Finally, there are the information services of the department to the departments of the house, including the assembly department and the permanent committee department, the research department, and the library, the administrative departments, as the human resources, and so on. Chamber of Deputies IT department. And the IT department has about 50 staff, plus about 90 technicians outsourced. We deliver about 200 IT services to our users. The annual budget is about 18 million euros. The chamber uses about 3,000 PCs. We have 137 physical servers, about 450 virtual servers, and about 60 terabytes of storage. Our users are in 7 buildings. In them, we manage 254 network devices and 184 Wi-Fi access points. We employ 2 computer rooms for business continuity. We have 2 internet connections. The bandwidth is 600 megabit per second plus 400 megabit per second. It is shared with the Italian Senate. Tenders for operation management. Since 1996, I've been asked on several occasions to prepare requests for tenders for the outsourcing of the IT operations. Besides describing the needs of my organization and of our information technology users to the outsourcer, I put in many SLAs, that is service level agreements, to measure indicators in order to assure efficiency and effectiveness. I consider the prescriptions of ISO 9001 year 1994, year 2000, and 2008. They were not entirely followed because this was considered too expensive. However, ISO 9001 standards were useful. They helped us to improve the IT documentation and set suitable operational tools for the outsourcing contracts. They also made the scrutiny of outsourcer operation by the IT auditor possible. During those years, I learned that product and system quality are somewhat different from process quality. In my first tenders, IT processes were not so well defined. I needed ITIL in order to better define them. Okay. Tenders for IT management. Tenders for ITIL. In 2007, everything changed. I had heard that in parliaments of Northern Europe, the colleagues of IT departments were adopting a method called ITIL that was being considered miraculous, almost magical. I was studying ITIL version 2 when ITIL version 3 came out. From that point on, I became an ITIL supporter. After a while, I proposed ITIL foundation courses for everyone in the IT department to follow. ITIL processes were used in the tenders and contracts for operation management and user support. Service level agreements and key performance indicators were also better stated. The outsourcer was requested to operate following the IT processes for operational activities, to measure contractual SLAs, and to report them. The ITIL service catalog was implemented as well. IT services were defined. Service owners and service managers were appointed. Okay. Second topic, IT management and ITIL. As you know, ITIL is the acronym as the Information Technology Infrastructure Library, as my friend Vincenzo Corsi explained and showed to you in the previous presentation. CMDBuild with ITIL. In 2010, we began implementing the use of CMDBuild for the configuration management database and the service catalog. We have all IT services described in our service catalog. The service catalog is published for the users in our intranet portal. Technical services are linked to the IT services. The technical services present, for example, what the escalation specialists are for each type of incident. They also contain the operation manuals that document them. For historical reasons, we have been using a proprietary software package for the incident management process and for the request fulfillment process. This year, we started a project to migrate these two processes also to CMDBuild in order to discontinue the proprietary software package. We also decided to take advantage of the CMDBuild ready-to-use package in order to shorten the duration of the migration project. Migration project using Prince2. The migration project from the proprietary software package to CMDBuild ready-to-use is realized following the Prince2 project management method. A few years ago, the Prince2 method was introduced in the Chamber of Deputies IT department. Prince2 foundation courses were followed by the staff. Prince2 standard documentation for projects is used. If you are already familiar with the Prince2 method, you might be interested to know that at the end of last year, the Prince2 Agile book was presented by Axelos. I have read this book, and I tell you, it is quite interesting. The cover of the book is shown on this slide. And continual service improvement. Talking about new books, I have read the new book by Axelos entitled ITIL Practitioner Guidance. It is very interesting. The cover of this book is on this slide. For example, in this guide, the CSI, that is Continual Service Improvement approach, is explained with useful examples. I also took the exam and got certified in July. I think that we will use the CSI approach for further improvements of the automation of the IT department at the end of the migration project to use CMDBuild ready to use. Okay. Third topic. This is the third topic. CMDBuild ready to use and Prince2. Okay. Project for CMDBuild ready to use. The Prince2 method is being used for the migration project, as I was telling you. The project mandate states that the time is scarce, the end of this year. Resource limited, staff already engaged in business as usual activities and other projects, and results demanding good processes, workflows, and reports. So this is an extreme migration project. We plan to accomplish it thanks to the support of Tecnoteca specialists and complete it by the end of this year. Okay. PBX and Service Desk. In the Chamber of Deputies, the vast majority of service desk tickets are opened by users via our internal telephone private branch exchange, PBX. Tickets are activated by user phones calls to the service desk phone number. In order to achieve this, we integrated the PBX and the service desk workflow. When the user phones the service desk operator, the integration of PBX opens the ticket automatically and presents the caller's data together with time and date. The tickets are opened as user requests because they are more frequent than incidents. If the user calls because of a malfunction, the service desk operator changes the ticket from user request to an incident. We will adopt the workflows already presently ready to use for request fulfillment process and for incident management process. We gather that in this phase, only small adjustments will be needed. CMDBuild ready to use for the service desk. During the migration project, we will implement the request fulfillment process and the incident management process. They are particularly relevant for the service desk function. Here, in this slide, the workflow diagram is shown. We will also implement the connectors. The first connector is to the camera LDAP for synchronizing the user registry and MPs and staff. The second connector is to the camera inventory database containing inventory number, location, and description of all IT assets. The inventory tracking application is barcode based. CMDBuild ready-to-use dashboards. We will use extensive reporting of inventory reports of configuration items, i.e. active PCs and printers, physical and virtual servers, network devices, also at previous dates. Very useful are the reports of the assets per the user groups, per location, and asset dashboard per status, type, kind of availability, duration. The following reports and dashboards will be used to control the execution time of service desk processes by the outsourcer. Open incident and request reports. Report for the average time of the incident and request closure. Incident and request dashboard per status, category, year and month. Dashboard for the average time of the incident and request closure per month and per quarter. Thank you. I thank you very much for your attention. Questions? If there are any questions, I will be very happy to answer them.
Yeah, I think there's just one, and Tommy is asking how Prince2 helps you in managing your CMDBuild project.
Well, the Prince2 is a method for fulfilling projects, for realizing projects. That means that if you have a project, and especially an IT project, but could be a project of every kind, even a project for building a car, or building a street, a road, you can use Prince2 in order to good managing the project. And it's a very important project management system that is important as well as the PMI, the project management system from Northern America, the Project Management Institute. And that means that if you don't know it and you want to fulfill good projects, you should use it. You should study it.
Okay.
Other questions? No other questions?
No, I don't think there are other questions. So, well, Mr. Carlo, I thank you very much once again.
I thank you very much. I thank you very much, and I thank you and all the participants in this very interesting video conference. Thank you.
Okay, well, I think there's just another question. How did you integrate the PBX with the CMDBuild? And that comes from Stephen McCarty, which we're gonna hear just in a while. He's one of our speakers.
The answer is very simple. There is, as a matter of fact, a connector between the PBX and the server with CMDBuild. Well, for the time being, the older package, but in the future, it will be CMDBuild. That means when there is a phone call to the service desk phone number, the PBX send a stream of data to the server. The server is listening, and it will open automatically the incident request, the service request to the operator, service desk operator that is at that time present, and there could be some of them. I hope that this will answer the question.
Okay, I hope that, but I really think it did answer the question. So well, as I was saying before, I really want to thank you again, Mr. Carlo, for being with us, and
thanks to all the participants. All the best to all of you.
All right, thank you once again. Thank you.